Hello, this is Dr. Jeff, and so proud to be a part of the Holy Land Democracy Project, to be selected for this and honored to hear the story. Be traveling with California educators all throughout California, Southern California, on a trip to Israel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly share the 10-day itinerary that I was provided and just talk about some of the highlights. I'm not going to be providing commentary, but mainly discussing what it is that we're going to see. However, when we're there, I'll have a chance to listen deeply and perhaps I'll be able to share more. So we'll be leaving from LAX to Tel Aviv. We'll arrive at the Ben Gurion International Airport, and that day we'll have the chance to overlook Jerusalem at the Haz Promenade. We'll also have a chance to meet with Aaron Goldberg, Los Angeles Federation Senior Vice President and Director of the Israel Office, and we'll be spending that first night in Jerusalem. Then we're going to have a chance to walk through the old city of Jerusalem, walk through the famous Jerusalem Arab Shuk, passing by some stations of the Cross and Via Dolorosa, and entering the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. We'll have a chance to visit the Jewish quarter, the Western Wall, and later have a Kabbalat Shabbat ceremony, Shabbat dinner, at the Jerusalem Shabbat of a lifetime. Day 3. Have a chance to drive through the Judean desert to Ein Bokek on the shores of the Dead Sea. Have a chance to maybe touch, even float in the Dead Sea. Optional, then return back to Jerusalem, and optional Catholic Mass at the Notre Dame's Cathedral. And day 4, meeting with Danny Eleazar, Executive Director of Hand in Hand Bilingual School Program. Have a chance to get an introduction to Palestinian society in the West Bank and Jerusalem with Felice Friedson of the Media Line, and a guided tour of the Arab East Jerusalem, including a view of the Kalandia checkpoint in Ramallah, and possible walk through the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood with possible stops at the Jest Tech Hub. We'll then depart for the Roots Shore Shem Farm, where we'll have lunch. This initiative brings together settlers and Palestinians who attempt to understand each other while maintaining their own identities. And then the next day, day 5, have a chance to depart Jerusalem for the Western Negev Gaza area. Have a chance to visit the Nova Musical Festival site, where many people, countless others, were taken hostage by Hamas on October the 7th, and meet a survivor of that festival. Tour the Tekuma burial grounds for hundreds of cars that were cleared for Israel South following October the 7th. Visiting an education center of Shar Hanagev, and hear about the challenges faced by students and how the resilience efforts had to be retooled and increased many times over. We'll have a chance to visit the president of Sapir College, and then we'll return back to Jerusalem. On day 6, we'll have the opportunity to understand better the meaning of the Holocaust in the contemporary Israel society with Rachel Korazim, renowned Holocaust scholar. We'll be guided through the renovated Yad Vashem complex, a Jewish national memorial to the 6 million Jewish victims of the Holocaust. Drive to Mount Herzl. This is Israel's national cemetery. And have a chance to reflect there, drive back to Tel Aviv, where now we'll be in Tel Aviv. Day 6, we'll have a chance to overview the Israeli school system, visit a school in Ramallah with the Israel Center for Educational Innovation, visit the Tech Center, which strives to break employment barriers with young Ethiopian Israelis. We'll drive to Yehuda for a visit to the Unistream, an organization with the aim of ensuring that every child in Israel, including those from the country's periphery, is given equal opportunities for life. Back to Tel Aviv. Day 8, depart for the Givat Haviva, where we'll meet with an Arab scholar, the director of the Givat Haviva Center of Shared Society, Dr. Mohammed Darwashe. Then we're going to drive to Nazareth, where we'll visit the Church of Annuncion in the heart of the city. We'll visit the Yemen Orde, one of the world leaders in developing educational programs for vulnerable youth, geared to bringing them into societal frameworks, and where global initiatives and Village Way has been initiated. Then dinner in Caesarea and back to Tel Aviv. This brings us to day 9. Day 9, we'll walk through the Florentine neighborhood and the new train park. We'll have a chance to depart for the Elah Valley, and this is the famous biblical battle between David and Goliath. Also, the heart of wine tasting wineries today. Return back to Tel Aviv, where we'll have the Kabbalat Shabbat, Sabbath once again. And then day 10, we'll visit the orchard of the children of Abraham with Ibam and Orha Balha, a mixed Jewish-Muslim couple who have created a bilingual nursery school and community center on the border of South Tel Aviv and Jaffa, a guided tour of Old Jaffa, reflection with the team, and then back to the Tel Aviv airport for the return home. So an amazing adventure. I can't wait. There's so much I have to learn. I admit there's so much I don't know, but I think beginning with deep listening is a great place to begin.